Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something a little bit different that I've never done before. As you can see, I am not in my normal filming setup. I'm actually sitting on my floor of my makeup studio. So recently I've had an allergic reaction on my eyes to a makeup product that I used. I'm not sure which one, and my eyes are super duper scaly and painful. I've closed the door and my cat can't decide if he wants to go in or out. In or out? Choose. So instead of filming something that I would have to put makeup on for, I thought I would film a video that's pretty highly requested, and it is a what is in my makeup artist kit. I don't know why my brain kind of froze there. It is full of cat hair on the top here because during quarantine my cats have taken a liking to using this as a bed. I will show you what it looks like. It's actually just like an art tote from Michael's that my mom got me. So it just has a bunch of pockets and it's just a big open space. Sorry if I keep changing my angle. I can't decide like what my best angle is. I don't think there is a good angle when I'm sitting down like this. Anyway, the first thing that I have is brushes. I have this little brush tote. I got it from Morphe because it was cheap. I know you can get these other places and I would recommend getting it somewhere else because we don't support Morphe anymore until they stop getting in scandals. So the reason why I think it's really important to have a little tub is because I use these to separate the dirty brushes from the clean brushes. So the main brushes I have in here, I do have Morphe, obviously. I used to be on their PR list, so I got a lot of these sent to me, so that was really nice. I have a couple Kat Von D brushes. Stilazzi has really great brushes. Real Techniques has great brushes as well. And I also got the brush roll from ColourPop and stuck two of them in here actually. I have enough brushes so that I can use a set of brushes on each individual client that I have. If I have a bridal party, for example, I don't want to use the same brushes on multiple people. That's not sanitary, and often I don't have the time to sanitize the brush in between clients, so I like to have enough brushes where I don't have to clean in between clients and I can just, you know, like have a clean set ready. There are a couple that I don't have duplicates of that I will sanitize between clients if it's like a more expensive brush or something like that that I really like. For example, this Kat Von D foundation brush, really like it, but it's like 50 bucks and I only have one and I don't really want to invest in another, so I just clean it between clients. So that's probably the most important thing, is brushes. And now we can kind of flip this open and see what we got inside. Since quarantine, I have been working on reorganizing this, so it's not really in any particular order. Usually I would order things in a particular way so it travels better, but it's just kind of miscellaneous right now, so it's just going to be random. The first thing I have is a palette. I have multiple, but I think this is the only clean one I have right now. So since putting a product directly on a client's face and then back into the tube, like if you're using a concealer or something, super unsanitary. So I sanitize these before each use. They're clean, but I sanitize them with 70% alcohol. And then I'll either use a spatula, which are in here somewhere, and I'll scoop out the product and put it on here and work from there, or I will take it from the doe foot applicator, put a little bit on here, and then work from there. So this is probably equally as important as brushes because without this I would not be able to keep my kit sanitary. I have gum for obvious reasons. I also have mints, so I'm not like chewing in people's faces. I have hand sanitizer. I have copious amounts of hand sanitizer. I have hand sanitizer on hand sanitizer because I like to be clean. And I don't want to touch people's faces with dirty hands. And what if there's not a sink? You know what I mean? Like, I just like to be prepared. I have a spray bottle filled with 70% alcohol. I have a Cinema Secrets bottle of cleaner. I have a big size. So I buy this cleaner in bulk. It's a lot cheaper that way on Amazon. There's a lot of places that sell it. Sephora also sells it. Fred, what are you eating? Ooh, this is leaking. Smells nice. So I just got this little spray bottle, and I just refill it with this so that I don't have to lug around this huge container. It gets pretty heavy. I also have a Micellar Water. I just refill this little guy because, again, I try to keep things as small as possible. So I have a big size in my makeup studio, and then I just refill this small one for when I travel to do clients. Oh, the cat hair got in my eye. I always have a little bag of cotton rounds. Really important if you, I don't know, need to cleanse the face or clean something up or whatever. Cotton rounds. I also always have paper towel. I don't have it. Oh, here it is. I also have paper towel on me all the time. Very important because sometimes I get messy. In this bag here, I have foundations. So I have a couple full-size foundations. These are the Kat Von D or KVD Vegan Beauty. This is Kat Von D still because they're a little bit old. I gotta clean these. These are almost done, so I don't think that depotting them is really necessary because they're almost finished anyway. I bought these little tiny bottles so I don't have to lug around a full-size foundation, and I just pump the foundation into here. These bottles are 30 mils, so they will hold a full foundation, but without all of that excess packaging that can really make things heavy. So my favorite foundation to have in my kit, the Beauty Blender Bounce. These are great. I just keep them in little sizes. I also really like the KVD Vegan Beauty. Again, this is Kat Von D because I bought it before they rebranded. This is their tattoo, locket tattoo foundation. Yeah, something like that. Another one I really like to have, actually this one isn't my favorite, I've noticed. I put it in my kit, but I don't think I'll get more shades. It's the ABH Luminous Foundation. I don't love it. I like to have foundations that are really universal and I find apply well on most people. Obviously for different skin types I have a different preference for foundation, but I find on some people this product just gets really cakey and I can't figure out why. Like I can't figure out the pattern on why it's cakey on some people. I just have it in there just to, I don't know, because it is really nice when it looks good on somebody. But another favorite I like to have is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion and the Laura Mercier Flawless. They're all labeled with my label maker so that I can, you know, quickly find them. Flawless Fusion. Where's the Flawless Lumiere? Oh, here we go. Here's a Laura Mercier. It's a Flawless Lumiere foundation. It's really, really beautiful on dry skin. So those are kind of my kit staples. I have one that's super full coverage and then the rest are kind of satin medium coverage with different finishes. Sticking with foundations, I'll just go over concealers really quickly. I have obviously the Holy Grail Tarte Shape Tape. I have in almost every shade. I spent a lot of money on these. I was really blessed to have a lot of my kit gifted to me just through like different PR from you know, different companies from my social media. I was really fortunate to have that, but I did buy these all myself because these are the best. However, sometimes they can be a little crepey for mature skin. So for that, this is so extra. I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealers. This was PR. The whole range. I only got a couple shades, but my friend got the whole range, and she's not a working makeup artist. She's just an influencer. Not just an influencer, but you know, there's no need for her to have all of these shades. So she just took her shades and then gifted me the rest. So it's perfect. I like to use this on more natural looks as well as more mature skin. I find that it doesn't quite look as dry and crepey as Tarte Shape Tape does sometimes. So those are my two concealer finishes, or formulas, I guess. In this little corner here, I just have some lashes that I think they're mostly individuals, like the Knot Free individual lashes. I keep a lot of those. These I just haven't been able to put in my lash book yet, so I just have them on the side waiting for me to do that. And then I also have this lash book. It's a little dirty. I have tried cleaning it because, you know, cleaning is very important, but this kind of material doesn't clean well. But I have a bunch of like strip lash styles in here and I don't know what they are, if I'm honest. I could probably figure it out, but I don't feel like it right now, so. So I also have, I don't know where to go from here. Let's just go through the bags that I have. So I keep these little bags to keep things organized. This is my skincare bag. So I have a lip balm. The ColourPop lip balms are my favorite. Very, very good quality. I squeeze these onto a palette and then apply with a brush or a disposable lip applicator from there. I have the First Aid Beauty Daily Face Cream, oil-free, non-comedogenic, safe for sensitive skin. First Aid Beauty is really good for sensitive skin, so that's why I have it in here. I also have some Drunk Elephant. This is just a mini size. I refill it, again, just to keep the packaging low. I have these from Pixie Beauty that I honestly don't really use. This is the Rose Ceramide Cream and the Rose Flash Balm. These were gifted to me and I don't really use them. I also have the Rose Oil Blend Nourishing Face Oil for someone who's really dry, but I haven't really found the need for it yet. I found that just having these two, the First Aid Beauty is more for dry skin, and I've been using, or oily skin, and then the Drunk Elephant is great for dry skin. I found that the combination of those is all I really need. So I might get rid of those or like add them to my personal collection, use them myself. I don't know yet. Oh, here are my spatulas. They're in my tools bag. It's this bag here. I just got these bags. I don't know, honestly. I know I got this bag on clearance at Winners, which is great. I think these might be dollar store bags, actually. I didn't really care about the look of them. They just needed to be functional. So I have a hair clip because you never know. Blotting sheets, another hair clip, and then I have my spatulas. I have 4 of them, which I found has been a good number. I have a pair. Why am I so dark all of a sudden? I have a pair of tweezers, very important. A pair of little cuticle scissors. I just have this tiny little lash curler. I got this from Morphe because I found that normal lash curlers, I couldn't fit like an entire set of false lashes if I wanted to blend them in with the natural lashes. So I found this mini lash curler on Morphe and it was pretty affordable, and I just use it to kind of mesh falsies and natural lashes together just to give a little squeeze. So that is my little tools bag. And if we go into this bag here, we have setting powders, sprays, and primers. This first big boy will not fit, so this is the Urban Decay All-Nighter. This is like the jumbo bottle. It won't fit in here, so I've been presented with a dilemma that I must fix, but for now it just kind of floats around in there. I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh for dry skin. I find it's a really good like water-based primer to prep the skin. I actually really like it, even though it's more affordable. I have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Quench Hydrating Primer. This one's okay. I would actually choose the ColourPop one over this one, and the ColourPop one is like a fraction of the price. Often I just use moisturizer for primer, so I don't find the need to have a ton of them. I have the Smashbox Original Photo Finish, just a little sample size. I don't tend to love silicone primers with the foundations that are in my kit. They don't really mix well, so I have this just in case, but it's not something I use frequently. Same with the Beauty Blender Leveler Primer. If someone has really, large pores, I'll use one of these, but it's not very often. I have the Laura Mercier Radiance Foundation Primer. Really, really enjoy this one. It's a good one. For setting powders, I have the RCMA No Color Powder. I also have the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder and the Translucent Medium Deep. Oh, this is another primer. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this primer because it makes everyone look cakey. It's the Cover FX Blurring Primer. Don't like it. Getting rid of it. Just taking up space. I have the Morphe Brow Gel in here. I have the Anastasia one that's supposed to be in here, but looks like it's not. So I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist for dry skin. This is fantastic. And the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Okay, so for eyeshadows, it does kind of depend on the work that I'm doing, obviously, but the things that I keep most in my kit, I have this palette of vegan eyeshadows that I have made sure are vegan beforehand, because I do have some vegan clients that strictly want vegan products, so I made sure that this palette is fully vegan. I also have the Tati Beauty palette, very nice, standard, very beautiful, nice mirror. I used to have a handheld mirror, but I left it at a wedding venue, so I need to get another one. I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam and Sultry palettes in here. I don't really take those out. And I think that's it for eyeshadow, actually. I will, again, add certain eyeshadows if I know someone wants purple eyeshadow for, like, I don't know, a more creative shoot. Obviously that's something I'll pack, but I usually just keep it very neutral for eyeshadows. For brows, I have the Brow Pro palette, palette by Anastasia. It has a brow primer and every single brow color you would need. I also have this little doohickey, which includes like a brow pencil brightener. This one's from Morphe, from when I was on their PR list. I have all of their brow pomades, which I actually don't mind. I quite like. The tones aren't my absolute favorite. Like if I were to replace them, I'd get the Anastasia ones. I also have a couple of the Morphe brow pencils, which I don't really use, but I like to have just in case, and some Anastasia brow whizzes. So I have a lot of options for brows. Yeah, because powder, it doesn't always, you know, it's not always the best option. For face products, oh, actually, I guess we weren't done with the eyes, were we? I have this little plastic bag. Oh, it's kind of grimy. I should probably replace it. Oh, here's the Anastasia Brow Gel. I told you I had it. This goes in the setting. So I have a waterproof mascara and a regular mascara. I also have some eyeliners in here and also some gel liners, and this is also where I keep my lash glue. So pretty much pencil liners, gel liners, mascaras, those kind of items, because I don't have a ton of them, so I just keep them in this little plastic baggie. Okay, now let's move on to face products. Here we go. I have the Anastasia Beverly, oh, I'm not in focus. For face products, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kits. Really like those. They're not really used though, because I do use powder more often, but I'm gonna try and get more into creams. I also have these Morphe palettes. They're just the empty palettes. There's no actual Morphe products in here. I just really like these palettes because they're nice and big and they're cheaper than Z palette. So this one is my bronzer and contour. Oh wow, that's kind of dirty. Well, okay. These are the Kat Von D or KVD Vegan Beauty Shade and Lights. I believe these ones are ColourPop, I want to say. For blush, oh man, I knew I broke that when I smacked it off my kit. This is a Stellazzi blush. Man, that one's one of my faves. Maybe I'll try to repress it. I use the Stellazzi Bahamas and Barbados blush palettes and I love them, but I tried to depot them and it didn't really work. So they're kind of crumbly, but I still keep the ones that are still intact. The rest are ColourPop blushes. ColourPop makes really good blushes. They're really pretty. I do have a highlight palette, but I don't keep it in here anymore because I found other highlighters that I like better. So these are the two highlight palettes that I keep in here. I keep the Sam Marcel Paris Luxurious Highlight Palette. I got this in PR and oh my gosh, it's really, really quite beautiful. Ooh, yeah, they're just really nice highlights, really good formula, like that. And then for something more blinding, I have the Rach Loves and Pixie highlighter palette, which I also really love. I don't use the purple, however, I do use all of the other ones. It's a really, really nice highlighter palette, really good formula on those. I also like to have just a range of really sheer pressed powders. I tend to use these if I have to fix something, like if I want something to blend a little nicer, I'll use a little bit of this because it is very sheer. And as we get to the bottom, we get more into just like the disposable products. So I just keep little pointed Q-tips. I keep a little baggie for wedge sponges, a little bag from Ricky's Beauty, I think, and it is Ricky's NYC. I think that's what it's called. And they are just little powder puffs. I have spoolies for mascara and lippies for lip products. I also have these little plastic thingamajiggers. They're like little plastic pots and I can scoop out some lip color and put them in this pot and someone can take them to go. I found that's really useful, especially on like wedding days. And I usually use a Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, for lipstick colors because I can pretty much create anything from here. And I think that's it. Oh, I also keep a bottle of water. Very important because I often get thirsty and I don't think to bring one. So I keep it in there. I also have one more bag that's more miscellaneous items. So it's just kind of like lip glosses, lip eye toppers, liquid highlights, that kind of thing. Just kind of things that I didn't really have a bag for yet. So these are the Huda Beauty cream contours. I think they're the Tan Tours. I have the shade Light, Tan, and Rich. I keep some of my favorite liquid lipsticks in here. ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lips. These are fantastic. Like, best liquid lips. Stay on a really long time. Perfect for brides. I keep all of my lip pencils in here. I don't want to go through all of them. There's a lot more in there. I keep liquid eyeshadows such as the Stila Magnificent Metals. Really love these, especially for cut creases. They make things really fast, really nice. I also keep any eyeshadow toppers in here, so I really enjoy the Hourglass Scattered Light eyeshadow toppers. I have the color Reflect, Foil, Ray. I have one more in here, and that's Molten. Kind of a berry shade. Don't really use that one. Anyway, some what are these? The Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glows. Those are really nice as well. I have a Becca Moonstone thing, liquid highlighter in there too. And then I just have lip glosses, and the main lip gloss I like to use in my kit is the ColourPop So Juicy because it's inexpensive, really good quality, and it comes in a squeezy tube, so I can just squeeze a little bit on my palette and keep things as sanitary as possible. I have a hard time finding like squeezy tube lip glosses that are, I don't know, good. I find I don't like a lot of them, but these ones are the best. So those are the lip glosses I use. And yeah, it's just a bunch of miscellaneous items, but those are the main ones that I keep in this little fun bag. That's what I call it. It's like all the fun add-ons, like shiny things. Okay, and that is everything that is in my makeup artistry kit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like it was a little bit boring just showing you everything, but again, I couldn't do makeup because of my eyes, so I thought that I would do this one. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you're a makeup artist, oh, there's my cat. Hi, Debbie. Hi. Oh. If you're a makeup artist and you... See, I told you they like to use this as a bed. You started this whole thing. My kit is now hairy because of you. Okay, so this is Debbie. This is my newest cat. She's really sweet. She has not made an appearance yet, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're a makeup artist and you have any suggestions on how my kit can improve, some products that you really enjoy having in your kit, please leave a comment down below because I would love to hear it. I'm always working on my kit. I'm always working to improve, to have the best possible products, the products that will make my makeup application faster, better quality, everything. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in if you've made it this far. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!